James Currey is the leading imprint of academic books on Africa. It publishes on a full spectrum of topics, including anthropology, archaeology, history, politics, economics, development studies, gender studies, literature, theater, film studies, and the humanities and social sciences generally, and its authors include leading names such as Bethwell Ogot and Ngũgĩ or Thiong'o. History. Named after its founder, the company was established in 1984 when James Currey, originally from South Africa, left his position at Heinemann Educational Books to set up an Africa-focused publisher. At Heinemann, working with Chinua Achebe, Currey had spent more than a decade pioneering Heinemann's African Writer series, the set of volumes that was a crucial factor in expanding the reach of African literature after World War II, particularly in English. Currey cut his publishing teeth at the Cape Town outpost of Oxford University Press, as well as by spending time moonlighting for the New African, a liberal publication. He followed into exile in London when it was stamped on by the apartheid authorities in 1964. We revived the New African in 1965 in London and, in all, published a total of over 50 issues. Thanks to the Congress for Cultural Freedom, we mailed each issue free to the original subscribers in South Africa. In the end, as Pretoria banned each issue, we had every month to invent a new name such as Nkululeko for the South African edition. Each New African weekend, I would paste up work by writers with names such as James Ngũgĩ, Bessie Head, Will Soyinka, Zeke Mefalili, Dennis Brutus and Chinua Achebe. It was this literary apprenticeship that enabled me to take over running the African Writer series, with Keith Sambrook, at Heinemann in 1967. In 1986, speaking at a Royal African Society symposium on the state of publishing in Africa, Currey described what he called an academic book famine, down in part to the profit-driven reaction of the head offices of the big publishing houses, such as Heinemann and Longman, to negative economic developments on the continent during previous years. Currey spoke with pride of how small publishers like the James Currey imprint were the ones who picked up the slack as best they were able, to ensure high quality and global reach, while maintaining accessibility for African students. He said, "The aim should be to build up a sufficient international print run in 3 continents so that the book can be available at the correct price for the African market in paper covers and, if possible, in a paper-covered edition in Britain and the US so that it can get on the reading lists of students in the rich countries as well. Second, publishers can share the printing costs, split the print runs, use local paper, and save foreign exchange. This means that the international print total can be substantial for an academic text, as will be familiar to readers of its East African Studies series. For example, that James Currey has had just such a long-running 3-continent effort shared between itself, Heinemann, Kenya, and Ohio University Press. This co-publishing approach has continued since 2008 when James Currey became an imprint of Boydell and Amp Brewer.